Commercial Relations of India in the Middle Ages by Babasaheb Ambedkar. Part 28. These Italian republics secured the Oriental commodities and started commerce with ultramontane lands in the north of the continent and became the European steppes of Mediterranean track. The north was practically in a semi-barbarous condition. The commercial activity in the Baltic was meager. The Viking was a half merchant, half pirate, and so far as we can gather, this commercial activity in the north was different from that of the Phoenicians and their Greek imitators in two important factors. It was much less completely organized. The Phoenicians had settled factories at special points, and there were permanent offshoots of the mother city in distant lands, and had recognized rights and obligations. But the horse commerce does not appear to have arisen between towns and colonies. The Viking was rather the adventurer, who went out to improve his fortunes as best he might, and who, it be found a favorable opportunity, established himself on an estate. The horsemen may have had more aptitude for town life than some of the Teutons, but they were ready to become cultivators and colonists and did not confine their energies in trade. Nay, before their conversion to Christianity, the horsemen were a great menace to peaceful commerce. Considerably after the conversion of the horsemen to Christianity, signs of peaceful commerce began to show among the Flemish towns. This had much to do with the wool production in England. England was exchanged for Flemish fabrics. The Flemish dealers had organized themselves into what is known as the Flemish House of London and controlled the trade through the staple towns. Beyond Flanders, the German trade was controlled by the German House. It was a close confederation of a large number of towns of northern Germany. This German Hanseatic League was the most extended commercial organization of the Middle Ages. It gathered the products of the Baltic lands such as lumber, tar, salt, iron, silver, salted and smoked fish, furs, amber, and certain coarse manufacturers, which it exchanged for goods brought by the commercial cities of Italy from the far off lands. Thus, through the agency of these Italian republics, the products of Arabia and Persia, India and the East India Islands, and even of China, all through the Middle Ages, as in antiquity, made their way by long and difficult routes to Western Europe. Silk and cotton, both raw and manufactured into fine goods, indigo and other dyestuffs, aromatic woods and gums, narcotics and other drugs, pearls, rubies, diamonds, sapphires, turquoises, and other precious stones, gold and silver, and above all the edible spices, pepper, ginger, cinnamon, cloves, and the allspice, could be obtained only in Asia. Thus, the commerce between Asia and Europe formed a regular living system and was fed by various channels. The end.